Imagine a guy named Alex. He meets a woman he's really excited about. For the first time in a while, he feels a real connection. So, he does what he thinks is the right thing to do. He sends her funny texts, plans perfect dates, and lets her know he's thinking about her. He believes he's showing her how much he cares. He's being the good, attentive guy, right? But then, things start to change, a little at first. Her texts get shorter. Her excited replies are replaced by one-word answers. Soon she's busy this weekend. And the next. Alex is left confused, staring at his phone, reading his own messages and wondering, what did I do wrong? He did what he thought was right. He showed he was interested. He was honest and available, and now she's pulling away. The truth is, the problem wasn't that he cared. It was in how he showed it. He showed too much, too soon. He gave up his power. It feels totally backward, but understanding this is a key to attraction. This video explains why pulling back, why focusing less on her and more on you, can make a woman want you more. And it's not what you think. This isn't about being mean or playing games. This is about understanding the psychology of attraction and getting back your confidence and focus. Before we start the video, I want to remind you that my online course on mastering the dating game is available now. If you've been learning from my YouTube videos, you're only scratching the surface. This course takes things to an entirely new level, teaching you everything you need to know about the dating game, from approaching a woman to building real attraction. And you won't find this information in any video on my channel. It's available in both English and Spanish language, so you can learn in the language you feel most comfortable with. It's easy to access. Visit thestoiccouple.podia.com or click the link in the description to enroll now and improve your dating life. Let's dive in. Section 1. The Great Paradox of Attraction. There's a strange truth about attraction that most guys never learn. We're taught, by movies and society, that to get a woman to like you, you have to prove it. Be a gentleman. Chase her. Show her that you want her. We're told to treat her like a queen, like she's perfect and above us. But what happens when you put someone on a pedestal? You're looking up at them, which puts you in a lower position. You become her entertainer, there to serve her, while she holds all the power. And here's a hard truth. A queen doesn't fall in love with her entertainer. She might find him fun. She might even like him. But she doesn't truly respect him. And without respect, you can't have real, long-lasting attraction. This is the main point. Trying so hard to show you care can actually make you seem less valuable. When you're always available, always texting first, and always making plans, you're not just showing interest. You're showing neediness. You're sending a signal that your life feels empty, and you hope she will fill it. You're showing that she's the prize, and you're just another guy trying to win. Think about it from a psychology standpoint. We usually want things that are hard to get. We desire what we have to earn. That's not just a guy thing. It applies to everyone. A job you get without an interview or a trophy you're given for just showing up, they don't feel special. The hard work, the effort, and the not knowing for sure, that's what makes winning feel so good. When you invest too much and care too much at the start, you take that process away from her. You remove all the challenge and mystery. Your attention becomes like wallpaper. It's everywhere, so she stops noticing it. It has no value because you give it away for free, without it being earned. This isn't a problem with her. It's just how people are. She doesn't want a servant or a fan. She wants a partner, an equal. She wants a man whose attention she has to earn, because that kind of man seems more valuable. Now, a lot of guys hear this and think they should become cold or play games, but that's a mistake and a shallow way of looking at it. Playing hard to get is a trick, and tricks are for beginners. They might create some interest for a short time, but they're based on lies and will fall apart. The real way isn't about pretending you don't care. It's about building real indifference. It's not acting like you don't care. It's building a life so full and focused on your own goals that her approval becomes a nice to have, not a need to have. That's the change that changes everything. Section 2. The Psychology of the Chase, Why Pulling Back Works. So why does this work so well? Let's look at a couple of basic reasons in our minds. This isn't about cheap tricks. It's about how we are all wired. First, there's the idea of scarcity. As we said, we see rare things as more valuable. When your time and attention are limited, they automatically seem more valuable. A man who is always on his phone, ready to text back in seconds, shows that he has too much free time and not much else going on. His attention is common and cheap. A man who's busy with his business, at the gym, or with his hobbies and replies when he has a moment shows that his time is valuable. His attention is rare, and so it's valuable. When she gets it, it feels special, not like something she's supposed to get. This doesn't mean you should wait 3 hours on purpose before texting back. That's playing a game. It means you should really have things in your life that are more important than staring at your phone. Your purpose, your goal, comes first. A woman doesn't want to be the center of your life. She wants to join the exciting life you already have. The second idea is psychological reactance. This is a term for a simple human truth. When we feel like our freedom to choose is being taken away, we pull back to get that freedom. When you push too hard or are too available, you're quietly trying to force a result. You're trying to get her to commit before she's ready. Her natural reaction, without even thinking, is to pull back to feel free again. She feels pressured, so she creates distance to feel better. When you pull back, however, you do the opposite. You're not taking away her freedom. You're giving it to her. You're showing her without words, I have my own life and my own path. You can join me if you want, or not. My happiness doesn't depend on what you decide. Taking the pressure off creates space. Suddenly, with her freedom safe, her mind is free to wonder about you. Why isn't he chasing? Doesn't he like me? Maybe I was wrong about him. Without your pressure, she has room to become curious about you. This brings us to the cat analogy. If you try to chase a cat, what does it do? It runs. The more you chase, the faster it runs. But what happens if you just sit on the floor, stay still, and ignore it? The cat, full of curiosity, eventually comes out. It watches you. It slowly gets closer, and when it feels safe, it might just climb into your lap. You didn't catch it. Its own curiosity brought it to you. Now, let's be very clear. Science shows that good, long-term relationships are built on both people trying, feeling secure, and talking openly. This isn't about acting like you don't care forever. The funny thing is, showing you have a life of your own at first is what allows a real, mutual connection to happen later. You aren't being cold. You're showing you are a confident person who is choosing to be with her, not a needy person who is desperate for her approval. This is the difference between weakness and strength, and women are naturally drawn to strength. Section 3. The nice guys. Dilemma. Where good intentions fail. Let's talk about the nice guy. People use this term a lot, but they often get it wrong. There is nothing wrong with being a kind man. In fact, studies show that women really want a kind and emotionally smart man for a long-term relationship. The problem isn't being nice. The problem is when nice is just an act. The nice guy syndrome isn't about real kindness. It's about using nice actions as a kind of secret deal. The nice guy thinks, if I do all these nice things for her, if I'm always there for her, if I agree with everything, then she will owe me her affection. He's not giving freely. He's trying to make a deal. He's trying to buy her attraction with nice coins, and when she doesn't give him what he wants, he gets bitter. This is where caring goes wrong. It's not about the actions, planning a date or sending a nice text. It's about the needy feeling behind them. That feeling, the one that's desperate for approval, is what's unattractive. It kills attraction. A woman doesn't want to feel like a vending machine where a man puts in nice actions until affection comes out. She wants to feel a real connection with a man who is kind because that's who he is, not because he wants something from her. The nice guy is also basically dishonest. He hides what he wants, what he thinks, and his own limits because he's scared of being rejected. He changes to be what he thinks she wants, hoping she'll finally pick him. But when he does that, he loses himself. He becomes a blank page, and nobody can fall in love with a mirror. There's nothing real there, nothing to work for, no man to respect. This is why a woman might say she wants a nice guy, but then dates the bad boy. It's not that she wants a man who treats her badly. It's that the bad boy, even with his problems, is completely himself. He has limits. His life isn't all about her. He shows, through his actions, that he's not afraid to leave. This creates a powerful sense of value. The nice guy gives his power away. The bad boy has it, which makes her want to earn it. The answer isn't to become a mean person. It's to be a good man who is also strong. Be kind and respectful, but also have strong personal limits. Be a good person, but don't give away all your time and approval. Your kindness is a gift to be given, not a trick to be used. And gifts are only special when they are a choice, not an act of desperation. Section 4. The misguided path of faking indifference. So, a guy hears this advice, sees the pattern, and realizes that being too eager is pushing women away. And then he makes a huge mistake. He decides to pretend he doesn't care. He starts following a set of rules he found online. Wait a certain number of hours before texting back. Pretend to be busy when he's just at home. Act distant on a date to seem mysterious. He uses not caring as a trick to control her, not as a real way of being. This leads nowhere. While it might create a little bit of interest at first because she's confused, you can't keep it up. Why? Because you're starting a relationship based on a lie. The person she's interested in isn't you. It's a character you're playing, and you can only wear a mask for so long. What happens when you finally get the relationship you were chasing with these tricks? You have to keep playing the game. The moment you relax and show you really care, the whole thing falls apart. She feels like you tricked her. The confident, mysterious guy is gone, and the same insecure guy from before is back. This ruins trust, and trust is the foundation of any real relationship. Also, this kind of behavior often attracts the wrong kind of person. A confident, healthy woman will probably see these games as childish and move on. The type of person who is drawn to this hot and cold behavior is often someone with their own problems, someone who is used to chaotic relationships. This can create a toxic relationship trap where one person anxiously chases and the other constantly runs away. Faking indifference is like trying to get the reward without doing the work. You want the good things a high-value man gets without actually becoming one. It's like putting a new coat of paint on a broken-down car. It might look better from far away, but the engine is still broken. The real work isn't learning how to act, it's learning how to be. It's about changing who you are on the inside, not just what you do on the outside. The goal isn't to act like you have a full life. The goal is to have a full life. The goal isn't to act like you don't need her approval. The goal is to get to a place where you truly don't. Section 5. The true source of power. This brings us to the main point of all this. The most attractive kind of indifference isn't a plan. It's something that just happens. It comes naturally when a man has built a life with a purpose and has strong self-respect. This is real indifference. Real indifference isn't about not caring about her. You can think she's smart, beautiful, and funny. It's about not minding what happens with the relationship. It's not being emotionally tied to whether she texts back, says yes to a second date, or if the relationship works out. Why? Because your happiness and your life's goals don't depend on it. A man like this acts like a whole person. He's not a half person looking for someone else to make him complete. He's a whole person looking for another whole person to share his life with. He shows her without words. I want you, but I don't need you. This is the most attractive message a man can send. Neediness kills attraction. Desire that comes from freedom makes it grow. This way of being comes from having goals that are bigger than any one relationship. This is a man's goal or purpose. It could be your job, building a business, learning a skill, your fitness, or a creative hobby. It's the main thing that guides your life. It's what makes you get out of bed in the morning, full of energy. When you're truly focused on your goal, you simply don't have the time or mental space to think too much about a woman. You're not overanalyzing her texts or checking her social media. You're busy, you're focused, your life is full. Her being there is a great addition, but if she's gone, your life doesn't feel empty. You were whole before her, and you'll be whole if she leaves. This self-respect is the base for healthy relationships. This is the opposite of the needy man who makes her his whole purpose. That's way too much pressure to put on someone, and it forces her to be the one who takes care of his feelings, which is the opposite of a romantic partner. Real indifference is also about emotional self-control. It means you don't get upset by her moods or when she tests you. If she seems distant, you don't panic. You give her space, knowing that her feelings are her own. If she cancels a date, you don't get angry or beg. You just say, "No problem. Let me know when your schedule frees up," and you go and enjoy your evening anyway. Your emotional state is not tied to what she does. You're the mountain. Her moods are just the weather. The weather changes, but the mountain stays strong. Being emotionally stable shows you are safe and strong, which is very attractive. Section 6. The 3 pillars of authentic indifference. So how do you get there? It takes practice and is built on 3 main ideas. Pillar 1. Your goal comes first. I've said it before, and I'll say it again because it's the most important idea. You must have a purpose that is bigger than your love life. Your goal is what keeps you steady. It's where your drive, your discipline, and your self-respect come from. What is your why? What are you trying to build or do? It doesn't have to be a huge plan to save the world. It can be getting a promotion, getting your body in great shape, learning to play music, or starting a small business. The specific goal is less important than having one and chasing it without giving up. When you're focused on your goal, you can't be needy. You're truly busy and happy with your life. You won't be waiting by the phone when you're in the middle of hard work or a tough workout. A man with a goal has a naturally attractive energy. He is creating and growing. Your life speaks for itself. Pillar 2. Controlling your emotions. The second idea is emotional self-control, the ability to stay calm and focused no matter what is happening around you. It's the main idea of being calm and strong. You are not a leaf in the wind. You're the oak tree. Controlling your emotions means you don't overreact to her tests. And she will test you, without realizing it, to see if you are really as strong as you seem. The needy man with no emotional control will fail badly. He'll get anxious, angry, or start begging. He shows that his confidence was fake. The man who controls his emotions stays calm. She cancels a date. "Okay, thanks for letting me know. Have a good night." He doesn't chase. He gives her space and goes back to his own life, sure of his own value. He passes the test because he doesn't even see it as a test. This isn't about hiding your emotions. It's about being their master, not their slave. You control them. They don't control you. This much self-control is rare, and that makes it very valuable. Pillar 3. Adopting a mindset of abundance. The third idea is an abundance mindset. This means truly believing that you have other choices. The man with a scarcity mindset believes this one woman is his only chance at happiness. He puts all his hopes on her, which creates a desperate, scared energy. The man with an abundance mindset knows he lives in a world with billions of people. If things don't work out with this one woman, there will be others. This isn't cocky. It's just realistic. This belief lets him relax and be himself. He isn't afraid to risk rejection by sharing an opinion or setting a limit, because he's not worried about what will happen. He's not trying to sell himself. He's trying to see if they're a good fit. This mindset comes from working on yourself. When you're working on your goals, your fitness, and your social skills, you naturally become more attractive and have more options. It also comes from experience. Go out and talk to people. See that you can connect with many different people. The more you do this, the less any one conversation or date affects you. If you're ready to stop chasing and start attracting, to build a life where you are the prize, then do 2 things. First, subscribe to this channel for more straightforward advice on building real confidence. Second, go to the comments right now and write, "I am the prize." It's a promise to yourself. It's the first step in changing your mindset, and that is where all real change begins. In short, let's put this all together. The phrase, "the less you care, the more she chases," is a deep truth, but also a dangerous and too simple idea. If you see it as an excuse to be a cold person who plays manipulative games, you're on the path to empty relationships that don't make you happy. But if you understand the deeper meaning, it becomes a guide. It's not about caring less about her. It's about caring more about your own goals, your self-respect, and your own happiness. The real goal isn't to make her chase you. That's just a side effect. The real goal is to build a life that has so much value that her presence is a great thing to have, not something you desperately need. The goal is to become the prize. When your happiness doesn't depend on her approval, when your self-worth is built from your own discipline and purpose, you become truly indifferent to outcomes. You act from a place of strength and freedom. And the strange thing is, at that exact moment, when you truly don't need her to chase you, that she'll want to more than ever. It's your willingness to walk away that will make her want you to stay. You stop being the salesman trying to prove your product is valuable and become the rare diamond everyone wants. Stop chasing attention and start earning respect. Build your life. Control your emotions. Know your value. The right woman won't be someone you have to convince. She'll be the one who sees the man you've become and wants to be a part of your world. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. Become the man you're supposed to be, and everything else will fall into place. You are the prize. Never forget that. If you're ready to take your dating life to the next level, my full online course is waiting for you. It's packed with powerful strategies you won't find on YouTube, and it's available in English and Spanish. Click the link in the description and start mastering the game today. See you in the next video.